having a phenomenal day. If not, do understand and get your day is going to get better once your perception gets better. So, I wanted to talk about this book, okay? This book is like one of my favorite reads. Um, Back in 2018, okay, when I had my spiritual awakening, I had my very first book was The Alchemist. Okay. So good. It oh my goodness, that book. And in fact, it's so funny because the other day, which Saturday, I believe, I was watching I think it's called the First Book Club or the Book Club. Um and that movie is so good. So if you guys haven't seen that movie, that is one of the movies that is like really, really good. It's about four friends. Is it four? Let me see. One, two. Yeah, I believe it's four friends, and they have like a book club amongst themselves, right? And I remember I watched. I think it was the book club one, okay, and that one it was so good, okay. The book that they read was 50 Shades of Grey, and that movie it was everything. So the other day, so you guys know I believe in synchronicities, right? Things don't happen just cause is a reason why things happen. And so when I was watching the book club on Saturday, one of the things that I seen, and it's so funny because when I first seen the movie, I didn't even really pay attention to that, one of the main actress, she was holding the Alchemist. And I was like, when I was watching it said it, I was like, oh my goodness, the Alchemist. Okay, that was the first book that I started reading on my spiritual journey, okay? And I remember, oh my goodness, shout out to Infinite Waters, okay, Ralph Smart, because I remember I would watch his videos, and he would talk about the alchemist, and he would say, like, when you follow your heart, the whole universe will conspire to work in your favor. And I remember I was so pumped up. I felt so, I don't want to say hopeful, but I was full of like, I was very optimistic, okay, about my future. Like, I was so excited about the future because it's like, when you start reading these books and stuff like that, and I used to be a person that would be like, I don't like reading. And it wasn't so much I didn't care for reading, it was, me trying to prove that I'm good enough or I'm qualified and reading stuff that I don't have no interest in, okay. But being that is a topic that I enjoy, anything pertaining to like a story, like in a book, would examples and stuff like that, that talks about the subconscious mind, talks about quantum physics, how you could change your life and all these different things, manifestation. Like, that's something that I really absolutely love. And so I wanted to share this book with you guys because this is a book that I had got once I had heard Nipsey Hussle, because I'm always looking for like people that I may listen to, or I feel like they art is like really, really phenomenal or whatever. Like, I get the book, like I listen to them. And I remember Nipsey Hussle had gave a list of books that he read, and he was like, I think it was like the top 10, and this was like one of the books. And so what's so funny and fascinating about that is this. So I used to listen to Dr. Miles Monroe. Okay. Um, Peace to you, babies. Peace to you. Peace to you. And Dr. Miles Monroe, he taught the laws of the universe. Okay. Although he was like a pastor or whatever it was, but he talked about the laws of the universe, right? And so in here, one second. So this is the book, okay. Three Magic Words. This book is, such a phenomenal read. I highly, highly recommend for you guys if you are looking for ways to just change your mindset, right? To change the way you think. This would be like definitely one of the books that I highly recommend. So over here it says, let me see the part I was finna read. All right. So over here it says the commandments are only two. Know that fear is your enemy and understand the lock. For fear causes the lock. And the lock exists in the subconscious mind in the form of prompters. So the prompters that we tend to have is pretty much like what we constantly tell ourselves that's in our subconscious mind, right? And we have like these thoughts and ideas. We don't even know like where they came from. But if you try to do something, you may be faced with fear, right? Because it is, the stuff that's going on in your subconscious mind. Maybe you've been told that you can't do this, or maybe you have been told that you don't qualify for this or whatever it is. So if you are a person that want to get over those belief systems, this is definitely one of the books that I highly, highly recommend. Okay. So it says today with this first chapter, we ask you to begin to undo the lock. Wait, did I read that? We ask you to eradicate from your mind or notion of yourself that has to do with where you live, where you were born, what you have done, and what your circumstances have been. We ask you to concentrate only one thing, and that is the spirit within you. This real you, this conscious hidden intelligence that exists behind your eyes, is timeless, formless, and built from all the glory and magnificence there ever was. It is not a name or a job or a home. Indeed, it has nothing to do with circumstance or situation. The plain fact is that you exist. Dwell on that, nothing more. I am. Two more magnificent words were never put together. I am, this minute, this now, all the time there ever was. Only one mind, and you must use it. You are a pure spirit cast into human mode as a manifestation of divine intelligence, existing this little while on earth to help carry on the divine plan. Being pure spirit, you are a part of the only intelligence there is, and all the power and understanding of this intelligence are yours to draw upon. There is only one intelligence, one mind in all creation, and everyone is a part of it. Thought transference, clairvoyance are only a few examples of the fact that we all are using one mind. Every book has been written by the same author. Every building and bridge built by the same engineer. Every picture painted by the same artist. Every sonnet composed by the same poet. All music conceived by the same musician. You and your neighbor. Us, everybody, one. That is the way it is. All right. So, um, what I get from that is, oftentimes we put ourselves in boxes, right? Like we'll say, "Oh, I am this," or "I am that," and I don't care for no titles, no labels, because when you put a title or a label on yourself, that's pretty much saying, this is just who you are, right? And you are so much more than that. No matter what you do, you are much more than that label. You are much more than that than that certificate. You are much more than that degree. That's not like your only ability. Okay. And we are connected by our thoughts. Okay. Everything that you tend to think, it goes out into the ether realm. Okay. So whatever it is that you may feel about yourself, remember you are attracting people based upon that. Okay. And when you shift, when you start shifting your mindset, you also going to start noticing that the people that you attracted once upon a time, that new people are going to start, you know, being a part of your circle or being a part of, your environment because you have shifted your mind, right? Also, what I get from this is, a lot of times we are so attached to this here meat suit, to this flesh, right? And oftentimes we attach to this flesh because we don't overstand and understand that we are spirit. Okay, that we are really spirit. And in a book, one of the things it says that we have been molded. Okay, like molded into this body or whatever it is. The reason why I love reading, especially like books that deals with the subconscious mind, is because it shows that you are limitless. It shows that no matter what dream, or not dream, but no matter what desire that you have, you can in fact manifest it. It's almost as like you in a video game. Okay. And I'm gonna give a parable. So when I was a kid, my sister Melissa, we used to play Super Mario's, right? Super Mario Brothers. And I remember like, in the game, us playing the game, and have Mario, he could pick Yoshi like for the horse or whatever it is. And he could turn into different things. He could have the star thing on that kills, all the mushrooms, and was they mushroom? No, they wasn't mushrooms, those little brown things. But and that's the same exact thing like I get from when I read. Like when I'm reading, I think of myself like, this is a video game, right? Whatever it is that I want to be a part of my video game, I can have, right? And it's really about mindset. So I remember my mentor, Bob Proctor, one of the things he said was each and every day you need to study. And he said the reason why he studies every day is because we've been programmed to go against certain laws in this here universe. Okay. And if you go against certain laws in this here universe, you will get things that you probably not fond of getting. Okay. So everything is really about you paying attention to your life and understanding that your life, and I'm gonna say this, like this is going to be like my mantra, like you guys gonna remember me by. Your life can change, your life will change when you change. Okay. Your life is going to change because you're going to change. All right. And when you know that you have the ability, you don't have to wait for nobody. You don't have to wait for somebody to come and change your life. Like everything is within you already. Okay. And so I highly recommend this book. Okay. Three Magic Words. I remember Dr. Wayne Dyer, he had talked about this book. And at nighttime, I would listen to Wayne Dyer talk about, because it's like a meditation. It's some meditations in this here book, And I remember, at nighttime, sometimes I listen to Wayne Dyer and just play it all night, right? Allowing it to go into my subconscious mind. And so it's so many phenomenal people have talked about this book. And I just knew it was something that I needed to get. Okay. So again, if you're a person that want to change your mindset, okay, want to change their thinking, want to get over those prompters, the prompters are, the self-doubt, the disbelief, the fear, or whatever it is, I highly, highly recommend you get this book, Three Magic Words. Okay. All right. So with that being said, make sure you guys rocking out, believing in yourselves, make sure you fucking with you, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.